What's going on, everybody?
How's it going?
Yo, yo.
Let's get our intro screen off and we can jump into this.
Yo.
What's going on?
Look at that background.
Yeah, I made sure to change it up for everybody. So
Clean.
we got Bezer and the Ottawa 67s, Monahan, and then behind me we got Biz Nasty Bissonette signed here too with Shabbat, and then PD and Eichel and Barzell and Fetch.
Beautiful. How's everybody doing today?
I'm good. Can't complain. Another day, another dollar.
Oh, I can't hear you anyone. Hello?
Okay. Hey, how's it going?
Can
Sorry.
you guys hear me?
I can hear you, Ray.
Okay, cool.
Brendan, what's going on? Thanks for joining us today.
What
Glad
up,
to have
Brendan?
you here.
What
Yep.
up, buddy?
Any notes before we jump in, or should we get right to the games?
I'm ready to dive in. How many games we have today?
9 or 10, I believe.
Yeah, it's a good amount.
Yep.
Okay, we can jump right in then. So first game up, Anaheim Ducks at. Oh, I guess we should introduce ourselves. Oh my gosh, my name is Jordan, aka Shot Props, coming at you from behind the screen today. I am trying to run everything that you're seeing. So I'm going to focus on that today, but we will be adding camera for me. Joining me as always, Ray, aka Firefighter Bets. What up, Ray?
What up? What's going on?
And Tyson, aka Spittin' Picklets. Tyson, good to see you, buddy.
You as well. Thanks for having me.
Let's jump in now that we've gotten that out of the way. So, Anaheim Ducks at the Washington Capitals with the over-under set at 6.5. The Capitals are a minus 320 money line favorite. Ovi is back after a four-game absence, I believe, and your goalies are John Gibson, who is projected for the Ducks, and Charlie Lindgren confirmed for the Capitals. So I don't think Spittin has any solo plays in this game.
Just
so
wait, I got some breaking news that I just got right now.
Oh,
Perfect.
jeez.
Dmitry Orlov being scratched tonight by the Washington Capitals for trade-related reasons. I have not heard of him in any rumors yet, so that's interesting.
Yeah, he's a defenseman, right?
Yeah, veteran defenseman. That's interesting. Okay, we'll see what happens with that. Something to watch. We'll see if that affects the money line at all. Ray, any plays in Anaheim at Washington?
Yeah, I'm going with the guy that's returning back today, Ovi. Just kind of going off the angle that his father just passed away about 2 weeks ago. Lost, I think, like 7 out of their last 10, I believe. So they need to keep pushing for that playoffs. But Ovi against Anaheim, we know Anaheim is just leaking shots. So I think Ovi has, that game tonight just to pretty much play for his father. I think he rips it today. So I got that over 4.5 at minus 105. I believe now it's like around minus 120, minus 125. I think it's still playable. I think everyone's going to be on this today. Also, his goal opened up at like minus 110 this morning as well. So I'm just playing the narrative, honestly. At home this year, he's hitting at a 46% hit rate. Prior to his father passing, he only hit, 3 out of his last 10. But at home, he's hit 7 out of his last 10. Anaheim, they allow a crap ton of penalties, so I can see Ovi definitely shooting on the power play. The guys are going to be feeding him today. It's going to be a very emotional game for him. So,
absolutely great look, Ray. That's Ovi over 4.5, and you said you locked it at minus 105.
Yes, minus 105.
Very nice. So, like we always say, these lines move. So, if you want to get these plays as soon as we lock them in, be sure to join the Better Ways Discord. Link is in the description. Awesome.
I kind of had something that I'm just looking at right now, and this is more for offshore because I haven't seen any line of this anywhere. But Nick Backstrom over 1.5. I have it at minus 152. He's cleared in 7 of the last 10. He's cleared in 7 of the last 8 against the Ducks. And we all know they allow the most shots on goal to centers. Thinking about maybe parlaying that with another offshore book that I was play that I was talking about with Fire earlier. But yeah, just get in the Discord if you want to see what that is.
Very nice, very nice. Couple quick comments before we move on. NASCAR Nonstop was here at our first show. Says Spittin', you need a Bruins jersey.
Never. Fuck the Bruins. I was in. Oh, sorry, guys. I was at the Stanley Cup Final, Game 7 in Vancouver in 2011, and just left my heart there. Like it was brutal. 4-0 loss. So I'll never like the Bruins. I was at the draft. I was the one starting the booze when their pick came up. I hate them. No shot.
So we don't think there's going to be a Bruins jersey anytime soon.
The only one is maybe a Happy Gilmore jersey.
We also got Millie in here. What's up, Millie?
Millie
here.
Millie.
Jay reminding people to like and subscribe. We'll annoy everybody about that at the end, but if you want to do it now, it definitely helps us out. So we appreciate that. Anything else in this game before we move on?
I'm good, man.
All right, let's go to our next one. It's going to be Buffalo at the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa is a -220 money line favorite, and the over/under is set at 6.5. In net, we've got Eric Comrie confirmed for the Sabres, and Vasilevsky is projected for the Lightning. Ray, you have anything in this one?
I don't, but I'm just gonna put a lean out there. Alex Tuck. I mean, the guy's rolling on the road. He's averaging 2.8 shots on goal on the road. He's hit 7 out of his last 10 on the road. His last 20 games on the road, he's hit 75%. So the guy's cruising. He's played Tampa Bay one time this year and had 3 shots on goal. So his last 3 games against Tampa, he's cleared 2 out of 3 in versus Tampa. So shot attempts, not the best, but his last 10, he's only averaging 4.5 shot attempts his last 10 games. So I think it's a good look, though.
Very nice, very nice. And Tampa is allowing a fair amount of shots over the last 30 days, 32.5, nothing to look away from. Good lean, Ray. Alex Tuck, over 2.5 shots on goal. Spittin', did you have anything for this one, or should we move on to our next game?
I've been on the fence with taking Tage Thompson over 3.5.
Yep.
Tampa's allowing 4th most shots on goal last 5 to centers. He's cleared in 3 out of the last 4 road games. He's got 34 shot attempts in those 4 games, but I don't know, something's holding me back. So that's just a lean.
Okay, so we got a couple leans in this one. Very nice.
Tage was someone I looked at so much last year, and
Yeah.
I've played him probably a handful of times this year, maybe
it's just
3
so
at most.
hard, man. It's so hard because he plays on a line with Skinner and Tuck, and they always do well for shots too. So it's hard to compete.
Skinner's been not so good either. So I don't know. Maybe this will be the game where Tage goes off.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see what happens. But a couple leans there. All right, we can move on to our next one. Edmonton at the Pittsburgh Penguins. Pittsburgh is a -115 money line favorite at home, and the over/under set at 7.5. Our first 7.5 since we been doing the show. In net, Stuart Skinner will be facing off against Tristan Jarry. Both goalies were confirmed early. Thank you, Edmonton and Pittsburgh, for that. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is sitting at 598 career points. So if we want to sprinkle that 2 points for RNH, that might be something worth considering. And we'll go to Spittin' for our first play of the game.
I guess I'll go with our offshore play that we were talking about, Fire. It's Tyson Barrie over 1.5 shots. Again, that's not on all books, but yeah, I have it locked in at a unit right now. I might take it off and parlay it with the Backstrom. But Barry's got great history against the Penguins. He's cleared over 2.5 and 6 out of the last 8, and we only need 1.5. He's cleared over 1.5 and 4 straight as well. And I think the Penguins allow the second most shots on goal to defensemen over the year.
Yeah.
Something
Yep.
quite low. So that's just a great target.
Love it. So
Oh,
Tyson
and he's
Berry,
on power play 1.
ooh, even better.
And he's got a
Tyson
great
Berry.
name.
Okay, that's the most important of all.
Absolutely. Great
Tyson
analysis
Berry
here.
over 1.5 shots on
Oh.
goal. Yeah, at home, big difference. These guys hitting a lot in those last few games.
His attempts are nice for
Mhm.
only line that's only 1.5.
Absolutely.
And I put this out earlier on my Twitter. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I had a 3,000 unit lock. That I'm just kidding.
Connor McDavid to get 1 point at
Minus
1430.
1430.
1430. Yeah, we love it. We love it. Put the house on it, but not really. Ray, anything from you in this one?
Yeah, I got 2. I'm going with Russ over 2.5 shots on goal. Got at minus 115 earlier. He's cleared 4 out of his last 5.
Hold on
He's
1 second. Someone's really crinkling here.
Oh, you want to play that game?
All right. I learned my lesson. I've been told I got to step
Hey,
in when it's too loud, so I'm gonna call Tyson.
I'm gonna go get my trail mix. All right.
I did that on purpose.
He's averaging 3.2 shots on goal at home, 56% hit rate at home, which is awesome. He's hit 2 out of the last 2 versus Edmonton with 5 and 6 shots on goal. Edmonton's they're allowing 31.5 shot attempts on the road last 10. Pitt's taking a crap ton of shots. They're taking 38 shots per game last 10 at home. On top of that, Edmonton, they're allowing 3.3 power play opportunities a game. Their last 10. Russ, he's on power play too, but he's still been logging 2 to 3 minutes of power play a game. So that's awesome. He should see some looks on there as well. They're Pitt's shooting the crap out of the puck, but they're also getting peppered by shots as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
And,
35 shots against, or
right.
shots. Sorry, 39 shots for and 36 shots against.
Exactly.
Absolutely
So
brutal.
that comes into my next play. I've been debating all morning. I'm like, damn, do I go McDavid? Do I go McDavid? Right before the show started, I pulled the trigger on him. Pitch just they're allowing way too many shots, and they allow the second most shots to centers. Connor, he's averaging 10 shot attempts in his last 5. Like I said, Pitt's second worst to centers on the year, averaging 6.4 shots on goal in his last 5 and 5.3 shots on goal in his last 10. So I'm looking for McDavid to come through today and get 5 shots on goal. I'm not a big fan of the bump, but it's just a prime target, honestly.
And what did you play that one at, Ray?
I got that at minus 105.
Perfect.
So I could have got it at plus money earlier this morning, but I waited too long. But minus 105, that's close enough to plus money for me.
There you go. There you go. Any final thoughts on this one before we move on? No worries. Okay. And I guess for everybody watching, we've got some stats on the screen. If you're not sure what they are, we will be doing a video kind of just doing an overview so you know what you're looking at. But hopefully they are helpful. Our next game, we've got the Los Angeles Kings at the New Jersey Devils. The Devils are a minus 145 home favorite, and the over-under is set at 6.5. Jonathan Quick likely in net for the Kings, and Vitek Vanacek confirmed for the Devils. Your milestone of note is Kevin Fiala is currently sitting at 199 career assists. We'll go to Spittin for his first play in this one.
I know Fire's on this as well.
Yep.
Half the community's on it, but yeah, it's Kempe over 2.5 at minus 120. This line seems a little suspect, but it's too good for me to. It's too good for me to pass on.
For real.
He's cleared in 8 straight, 13 of his last 15 games. He's got 42 shot attempts in his last 5, almost 10 shot attempts per game. He's cleared 7 of the last 8 on the road and 60% on the year, and he averages 2.8. So just shy of 3. But he's cleared 2 out of his last 2 against New Jersey, who are allowing 34 shots on goal per game at home over the last 10. So a lot in the positive category here. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I got that in a parlay or in a collab with a Bag of Coal on Twitter. If you haven't checked them out, go check them out. Yeah.
I got something to add. When I was looking at Kempe earlier, I logged on to props.cash this morning, and it said on props.cash his line was like minus 115. I was like, whoa. I go on 2 of my books, and they're both like minus 150. I'm like, what the hell? And then I checked my last book, and it was like minus 124. I was like, oh, yeah. Like you said, it might be a trap, but look at his numbers. Like, the guy's cashing.
Yeah, so this is his last 10 games. These are his shots. His line's 2.5. He's only missed in 1 of his last 10. The attempts are there, absolutely, especially over the last 5. This line definitely looks odd. So,
and he's playing. He hit against Carolina, Tampa, Minnesota. I mean, those teams are pretty good defensive teams. I think pretty equal to the Devils.
There we go. So Spittin and Ray both on Kempe over 2.5. Ray, did you have anything else for this one?
No, that's all I got for this one. I want to put it out there. Dougie crushes the Kings. Just a lean. Unfortunately, Kings don't allow that many shots to D-men and just in general. But I think Dougie might hit that line tonight. If he hits it, I won't be surprised at all.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, let's move on to our next game. We've got the Minnesota Wild at the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Wild are minus 175 moneyline favorites, and the over-under set at 5.5. In net, we've got Marc-Andre Fleury confirmed for the Wild and Eunice Korpisalo confirmed for the Blue Jackets. Is anybody taking anybody on the Wild?
Yeah, I'm going with Boldy over 3.5 plus 114. He's cleared 6 out of his last 10 road games. 54% hit rate on the road. He's averaging 6.1 shot attempts his last 10 games as well. If you look at, once we go back to the other screen, the Blue Jackets are allowing 35.6 shots on goal last 10 home games. Minnesota's averaging 33.8 shots last 10 home games, so there's no reason Boldy should be in action tonight shooting the puck for sure.
Very nice, very nice. Matt Boldy over 3.5. Oh, and I need to. Sorry,
he's on that first unit power play, second line, so he should come through today.
Shout out to the Sin Bin podcast.
What up, Sin Bin?
Thanks for being here, Chelly. Glad to have you.
What up?
What's up, child? I got one for our parlay. Joel Eriksson-Ek over 2.5. It's just a prime target for centers against Columbus, and he's a center that's been shooting. I've seen a lot of people on Hartman. I can definitely see why, but just as a parlay piece, I like Eriksson-Ek better. He's cleared in 7 of the last 8. And only 2 of those games he's actually landed on 3, so he's clearing by quite a bit. He's got 57 shot attempts his last 10. It's just really the matchup factor for me that I'm going with this play.
He's cruising, bro. Holy crap.
4 of the last 5 on the road too, and none of them landed on 3. Like, he should be great.
Yeah, he's cruising. Crap.
He's at 2.5 though, right?
Yep, 2.5.
Okay. But we got the buffer. And like I love the fact that he's coming off a 0-shot game. Look for a bounce back against a bad opponent. Great get right spot. Love it.
Definitely.
Love it.
Definitely.
Do we have anything else we wanted to address before we move on?
I don't know whether I should just run through the tricklets all at once or kind of go through it.
It's up to you.
I think I'll go pick by pick just because last time I felt like I wasn't shutting up. In the tricklets today, I have the Minnesota Columbus under 6.5. Minnesota is 9 out of the last 10 to the under 6.5, and Columbus is 3 or 7 of the last 10. And what what really boggled my mind is they've played 21 times in both of their existence, and in 19 of those 21 games, they've gone under 6.5. So they don't score against each other. I said this, I think, last show. I was like, I'm scared to take a Columbus under. But, I mean, they've hit the under in 5.5 and 4 straight. So I like it here. Even with
Love
Fleury in net.
Yep. Love it. Love it. Awesome. Ray, anything else from you before we move on?
No, man.
Okay.
Just a boldie.
Right. So that's and you got your first leg of the tricklets. 2 more coming soon.
Yes, sir.
Our next game is the New York Rangers at the Detroit Red Wings. The Rangers are a -150 road favorite, and the over/under set at 6.5. Halak is confirmed in net for the Rangers, and Ville Husso is projected for the Red Wings. Ray, do you have anything in this one?
No, this game's garbage to me.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not forcing anything. I don't really like this game.
Hey, we don't force things here.
Nope.
Spittin', what about yourself?
There's a couple spots I like here, actually. I haven't found out how I'm going to play it all, but I really like Zibanejad today. He's crushing the Red Wings. He's on a 7-game point streak, totaling 11 points in those games. He's scored in 6 of those 7 games, totaling 7 goals. He's cleared the over 2.5 in 8 of his last 11 against them as well. Detroit's allowing the 4th most shots on goals to centers over the last 5, so I might go that angle. He's also cleared in 3 out of his last 4. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to play it. On the other look is Panarin. He's got points in 16 of his last 18 against the Red Wings, totaling 28 points. Just wild. Crushes them.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a great parlay piece for sure.
Yeah.
He is.
I was thinking maybe him with the Zibanejad shots. I don't know. We'll see.
Couple ways to play it, but nothing official on this one from the group. No problem there. All right, we've got Spittin's Vancouver Canucks at the St. Louis Blues. Apologies, my notes are here. The Blues are a -120 moneyline favorite with the over/under set at 6.5. Artur Silovs, I don't know if that's right, is likely in net for the Canucks. Jordan Binnington confirmed for the Blues. We'll go to Spittin, who has 2 plays in this one.
I do, but I'll take my Canuck, and then I'll let Ray go with the other one. I'm going JT Miller over 2.5. This line has been super weird, just like the Kempe line. I've seen it, like I saw it this morning, -180,
Hit my knee, dude.
Seen it at like -180, -175. I'm like, damn, I can't play that. It dropped all the way down to -136 on my book. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll play it. So he's cleared in 4 straight, 5 of the last 6 against the Blues. And just, he's not usually your road target. That's what I said last show, and I took Petey, and I got burned. And he hit against Nashville, but he's cleared in 6 straight. And I believe the Blues are top 6 in shots on goal allowed to centers, if I'm not mistaken.
Number 5.
Number 5, exactly. So just another spot they bleed shots, and since Tockett's really come in there, JT Miller's really kind of been the shooter on the team. So I really like that spot for him.
So that's JT Miller over 2.5 shots on goal at -136. Love it. Good matchup for him too. We'll go to Ray for the second play of this game.
For sure. I got JT Miller in a shot on goal lay. Once we get to the next leg, I'll go over that. But I'm going Kyrou. Jordan Kyrou over 3.5 shots on goal, -110. He's cleared 6 out of his last 10. He's averaging 6.7 shot attempts his last 10 games. 5 shots on goal against Vancouver last matchup. Vancouver, they're allowing 3.1 power play opportunities a game their last 10. Kyrou's leading the team in power play shots with 11. I believe the next one after that's like 7 or 8 shots on goal. So they're going to get on the power play today, and he will shoot. if he can get 2 on the power play, the other 2 would come 5v5. So definitely like Kyrou tonight.
Very nice. He is not getting the respect he deserves. He's just,
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
he's been underrated. Spittin, you know anything about this goalie at all?
He's
Artur's Seelovs.
Seelovs. Okay.
Yeah.
Figured I was doing it wrong. Know anything about him?
he's hot trash.
Yeah, he's not very good. I was actually at his NHL debut against the Rangers, and he saved the first shot, and then the next like 4 in. So it's pretty good.
Okay.
I don't know. He's been in the AHL. He wasn't a high draft pick. He's been in the AHL forever. I think we just brought him up to tank. So
Fair enough. Okay.
I don't know. I like Kyrou.
Great feedback. That's exactly what
Thanks.
I was looking for. I mean, not what you want to hear, but definitely helpful for us to.
I mean,
hey, I'm team tank, so I don't want to lose. Trust me.
He got the W against Philly.
I know. Damn.
But his save percentage is .891, 3.54 GA. I mean, he's only played 2 games, so we're gonna put him to the test again today.
And this rolls right perfectly into the second leg of our hat tricklets today. It is the over in this game, over 5.5. I bought it down. It's currently sitting at 7 at plus 100. So the Canucks have gone over 5.5 in 12 straight games. They're an auto bet until it doesn't hit. So 12 straight and 19 of the last 20 have gone over 5.5. Just crazy. They can't keep the puck out of the net, and we got decent forwards that put it in the net. The Blues have gone over 5.5, 7 of the last 10. Both most recent head-to-head matchups have gone over 5.5. And like we were talking about the goalies, Seelovs has a 3.53 GAA, and Binnington has a 3.29. So both goalies have an average night. We hit this over.
Love it.
It's just
right.
both teams are giving up a lot of goals. Vancouver's scoring, but the Blues aren't really scoring that much. 2.70. But yeah, the over the 5.5 looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
The regular over 6.5. Isn't it at 7?
It's at 7 right now, plus 100.
Did it move?
I don't know, man.
I would never take that.
No,
ever.
Not for the Blues. I mean, if you look at all the data, it might support that over 7, but not tonight.
No.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And I guess real quick, I can say my parlay piece for the show parlay. I'm going to take Jordan Kyrou to get a point. As you can see, 4.36 goals against allowed by Vancouver over the last 30 days. As Spittin said, it's the third string goalie in that, potentially someone they're looking to help with the tank. They would never say that, but
if we're all healthy, he's the backup in the AHL.
That should say something. Fourth string goalie.
Fourth string goalie.
Kyrou 9 points in his last 10 games. He also has he's averaging a point a game at home, and he had 4 points in the matchup in their first matchup earlier this year. So I'm taking Kyrou for a point for our parlay.
There was a comment as well. I don't know if you guys
did I miss one?
Anything.
Let's hold on here.
Hey, that's coming at the end. I got one, baby. I got one.
There you go.
Welcome back, Sam. Not as juicy. It's not as juicy, but I got one.
I think, what are you taking? Like over 3.5 goals for O'Reilly?
I should have. We would have got hooked.
There you go. Okay, moving on to our next game. And we are looking at the comments. So if you do have a play you want us to chat about or something you want to share, feel free to pop it in there. Our next game, Boston at Seattle. I have a feeling the hat tricks might wrap up here. Our hat tricklets, pardon me. Boston is a minus 175 favorite, and the over-under set at 6.5. Linus Ullmark projected in net for the Bruins, and Philip Grubauer confirmed for the Kraken. Let's go to Spittin to wrap up your hat tricklets, and then if Ray has anything, we'll go to him.
We're taking the Bruins on the money line. That was the easy one. I got it last night at minus 165. If you put them all together, yes, you get plus 265 there. Boston's won 4 in a row. Seattle's lost 5 of their last 8. Total, like, teams are going in different directions. We got a huge goalie advantage here with Ullmark, leader for the Vezina, 29-5 this year, and Grubauer's 8-12. The Boston has a much better road record than Seattle has a home record. So I'm excited for this one. It should be a banger of a trick. Let's hopefully get back in that win column.
Love it. Yeah, Boston, tough to fade them, and great spot in a three-way parlay to take the money line. They're on a record-setting pace this year.
Mm-hmm.
Not much more you can say.
As much as I hate to take them,
it's the smart play.
Yeah.
Ray, anything for you in this one?
No, but can we talk about how Grubauer has turned his plan around this last month? As you can see on the screen, I mean, 1.9 AGA, 0.921 save percentage. I can tell you that was nowhere near as close as his numbers was before those 30 days.
There you go.
He was pretty much close to being benched because Martin Jones was their guy for a little bit, but you can see he's been getting torched. So these guys are just getting torched at different times. So that's one of their biggest downfalls right now, Seattle.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of goalies, we got a comment from Bennett saying Jeremy Swayman is going to actually in net. So thanks for that, Bennett. That has changed since I wrote out the show notes. Not much of a drop off from Ullmark to Swayman. I don't think that really changes much for us. Spittin', you can correct me if I'm wrong there.
I'm just gonna cry a little bit because I just waste. I'm still happy with Swayman.
Yeah,
they're both tanks.
13-4-4 record.
Yeah, stats are marginally worse than Ullmark, but actually, save percentage is marginally worse. His GA is actually better. So, at any rate, we still like it.
Yeah.
Moving on, we have the Calgary Flames at the Vegas Golden Knights. The Golden Knights are favored in this, minus 135 on the money line, and the over-under set at 6.5. In net, we've got Jacob Markstrom projected for the Flames and Laurent Brossoit confirmed for the Golden Knights. Be great if Logan Thompson comes back because his name's easier to say. Blake Coleman has 99 career goals. That's the first milestone note. He's been sitting in that for a few games. And Elias Lindholm is sitting at 198 career goals. So just something to look at there. Anybody have plays in this one?
I got a lane that I might be playing.
Okay.
I like Vegas team total over 3.5. Calgary, they just played last night. They're allowing 3.40 goals against their last 10. Markstrom, I usually like to fade him. As you can see on the screen, the last 30 days, he has been awful. 0.861 save percentage, allowing 3.5 goals allowed their last 30 days. VGK has been rolling. I believe they've hit this number, I think 3 out of their last 5 games. They're coming off 2 days rest. Like I said, Flames played yesterday. But also want to give a shout out to Backlund, Toffoli. Those guys have been absolutely cruising. If they weren't on a back-to-back and if they weren't probably so juiced, because Toffoli yesterday, he had a 3.5 line. And then today he dropped to a 2.5. He had 6 shots on goal yesterday, 9 attempts. He might do it again today. I believe he's juiced. So those are guys to definitely look at.
Yeah, pretty crazy charts for both.
Backlund's been a goat for sure.
So definitely something to look at if you need a parlay piece for either of them, I think. Great looks. Spitting, anything from you on this one?
No, like Ray touched on it. 2 guys, Backlund and Toffoli, they're just rock solid always, but they're a little too juiced and not a great matchup, so I'm not touching anything.
Look at the Flames shot attempts per game. They're 23.8. They're playing great defensively, honestly.
Yeah. They have the biggest shot differential by far.
Yeah.
They're shooting a ton. They're just in the ozone, right? Like
all the time.
They live there. It's nobody's close to them in terms of shot differential.
38.2. That is nuts. They're almost close to my Panthers.
They're doing well. Okay, our last game of the evening. We've got the Nashville Predators at the San Jose Sharks. Nashville's a minus 120 road favorite, and the over-under set at 6.5. UC Saros is projected for the Preds, and James Reimer confirmed for the Sharks. Anybody have plays for this one?
This game is disgusting.
Oh, I'm waiting on that. What's his name? Mikey.
Siamon or something?
Yeah.
I
I
don't know how to
have no
say it.
idea.
I'm
Me
waiting
neither.
for his line because that guy. I don't know if Timo's out again. Timo's out, and who was out last game? Hurdle. The guy absolutely obliterated his line, and he scored. So he's on Prize Picks though. I have him in a Prize Picks, Mikey.
Yeah, I
However
just
you say
popped
his
his name
last
into the
name.
chat. Yeah,
Yeah,
just popped his name in the
they
chat if
have
you're
him
looking for him.
at 2.5 on Prize Picks, so he's definitely a look.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, Mikey and NASCAR just said the same thing. Mikey's line is 2.5 at Prize Picks, but he's rolling. Absolutely.
But the last play of my parlay piece is in this game. Yossi over 3.5 shots on goal. Yossi's been a machine lately. He's hit 4 out of his last 5. 8.4 shot attempts his last 10 games. San Jose allowing the 7th most shots to D-men last 20 days. He cleared 3 out of the last 5 versus Vancouver as well. Look at his shot attempts. I mean, if the guy doesn't hit that today, Forsberg's still out. So those 3 games, I think he went out against Florida, I believe, and he's hit 5, 5, and 6.
Yeah, the attempts over the last 5, averaging 10 attempts per game, like that's pretty unbelievable.
Yeah, for sure.
And one thing I'll highlight that we don't normally get to see for one of our plays, he's at 60% on the year as a hit rate. A lot of the guys we're playing them, they're at 40%, but they're on a hot streak.
Right.
This guy's been doing it all year.
Yep, 60%.
Okay.
There's no one healthy on either team that I would want to like.
Yeah.
For Nashville, everybody's hurt, so Yossi's the only one that's going to shoot. And then, like, I wish Meyer and Forsberg were both healthy because I would take both of them because they got such good history against each other or against their respective teams. But what can you do?
What can you do? And Ray, did you say your parlay piece for our show parlay?
Yep. Yossi over 3.5 shots on goal, and then JT Miller over 2.5 shots on goal, plus 157.
Thank you, Kate. So that was Ray recapping his parlay, and then your piece for the one with us. I don't think you said it, right?
Oh no, I did not say it. If you want to go back to that game,
yeah, we'll jump back there.
I need to pull it up as well.
No problem. I can pull them up on screen too.
Gotcha.
Although,
my parlay piece for our 3-leg parlay piece, I'm going with Jesper Bratt over 0.5 for a point. He's cleared 7 out of his last 10. He's hit 66% this year at home. He also had he had 2 points against the Kings just about a month ago, back in January. He's been cruising. He's on that line with Hughes and Sharangovich, I believe. And he's also on the first power play line as well. Copley hasn't been that great. He's been allowing some goals. So I like Jesper Bratt to be involved somehow tonight for a goal. You know, he's on that line with Jack. Jack may score tonight, or they might even score on the power play, even though the Kings have a really good penalty kill, but they definitely score.
Yeah. And the Kings are one of those teams that, like, shot-wise, you might want to fade, but goal-wise or point-wise, they're right there with everybody else, 3+ games. So love it. Graphic will be coming out shortly after the show, recapping our parlay. And that ends our program.
Ooh, wait. Everyone, Sam's asking. I got to give a goal.
All Devils are banned.
Unfortunately, I don't have anything as spicy as Ryan O'Reilly. There's not necessarily that, narrative, but something I do like. It's a high total, so I don't want to attack the over, but I'm going to take Zach Hyman to score. I wish he hasn't scored in 5 games, so doesn't look promising. But he loves playing the Penguins. He's on a 4-game point streak, and he's got 5 goals in those 4 games against them. And with a high total set at 7, and that's or 7.5, which is wild. Someone's got to score. Someone's got to put it in the back of the net. So I like Hyman. He's on that second line with Nuge. So he should be the shooter.
Nuge.
Great look.
Mhm.
And,
And I get that at plus 150, I believe.
Beautiful. Plus 150.
And that goes nowhere but the stream.
There you go. That's Spittin's secret play. This game, we're expecting 7-ish goals, 80-ish shots. Why not pick some offense from this one? Love it. Okay, one comment, and then we'll give the floor to our host to let them say a little bit more about them, and we'll wrap it up. Mart says Kempe shots for LA. Yes, we like that play. Minus 120 over 2.5. Yeah, he's got great history versus the Devils. His volume's been unbelievable. We support that play.
Yeah. It might be a little trappy line, but dude, you got to take it at that price. That guy's hit 9 out of the last 10. He's cruising on the road. Shot attempts look great.
There you go. Okay. That ends our show, gentlemen. Where can the people find you? What do you want to tell them as we wrap this up?
Ladies first.
Oh, we'll go to Ray first. First.
Okay. You can find me Better Ways Discord. Link is in my bio. All of us, we're in Better Ways, so that's where you can find me. And Smash Pros, you can also find me in there. We run projections, we do algorithms, we do cheat sheets. We also dropped a premium, so you can check that out as well. A bunch of cheat sheets. Come check it out. And Firefighter Bets on Twitter.
Very nice. Thanks, Ray. Spittin'.
Find me Better Ways, as Ray said. Find me on Twitter at Spittin' Picklets, and you can find me on Pick It now. Just got that the other day. Shout out Day After Bets, Skinny J for that. I might be doing a little giveaway on there, so make sure check out my Twitter. I'll post it there, and then you can slide right over.
So, sorry, Jordan. I just have a quick question.
Yes.
Spin, do they support any of your books on Pick It?
No,
not yet.
Underdog.
They're working on it. Underdog.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So I guess
I'll just have to do Underdog. I don't know. I'm still learning how to use it properly.
Okay.
So for the record, Pick It is an app that helps track all of your bets. If you're in an area with all the major books, those are all supported by Pick It, and it works great. I use it to track all my action and compare lines. So I absolutely love the app. Ray and Spittin' are in areas where they only have access to offshore books, and support is not quite there yet. So that's why Spittin' was kind of given that background. But it is a great app, and we are all going to try and use it more. For me, you can find me on Twitter at ShotProps, working on way more cheat sheets. So you're going to see that in terms of content. It's going to be a little bit more of a shift towards that. You can also find all of my work at shotprops.com. And we got a note. Fliff is coming to Pick It. So I know a lot of people are on Fliff. So that will be very sweet. That is the end of our show. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please please subscribe. We appreciate you being here, and we will be back on Tuesday. Good luck tonight, everybody.
Good luck, everyone.
Peace.